Thriving with Vision Loss with special guest Clint Aiken. There's a black screen with white letters and an eleVIVO logo in the bottom right-hand corner. Hey everyone, welcome to eleVIVO's Thriving with Vision Loss. I'm Michelle and I'm sitting on the left wearing a purple shirt and a headband. And today I'm joined by Clint Aiken and he's sitting on the right and he's wearing a white top. So you'll see us in a Zoom style gallery and it'll stay throughout the conversation. Clint lives in Florida and he's one of the most memorable people I've met in this community. He's actually the first person I've ever spoken to who prefers blindness to sight, and I can't wait for you to hear why. So at eleVIVO, we believe that thriving is different for everyone. Our goal is to share real stories and practical tools that help people build meaningful lives with low vision and blindness. eleVIVO is a resource hub offering practical, small, actionable steps and local connections to help people thrive with low vision. You can explore our 6-month free trial through the link in the description. Today, we're going to learn what thriving means to Clint and how his journey reshaped the way he sees the world. So how you doing today, Clint?
Doing good, and yourself?
Hey, living the dream, man. So before you lost your vision, what was life like for you?
Before I lost my vision, life was good, great, and at the same time horrible because my mother, she died 20 years ago.
Oh my, I'm so sorry. I lost my dad a couple years ago and I know it still affects me.
Yeah, it seemed like 20 years ago. I feel like my mother died 2 years ago because I could
Mhm.
be thinking about my mother and just start crying. I don't know what,
I'm the
but
same way. I'm the same way with my dad. I'm lucky that I have my mom still with me, but my dad is not.
yeah,
So back then, what did thriving look like to you? What did it mean to you?
thriving.
Thriving, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Back then, when I was sighted, I was afraid to grow and learn.
Hmm.
I wanted to stay complacent and stay idle in the life that I was living because basically I was just comfortable living the life I was living.
Hmm.
Um, Being around the people I was being around and doing the things I was doing on an everyday basis, I was basically comfortable, and I was afraid to grow. I was afraid to expand my brain, expand everything about me, simply because I was just complacent and I was idle in life.
I understand that. We all get to that comfortable place and we don't really want to become more of what we are. So, can you share how you lost your vision? You said you woke up blind one morning. What do you
Yeah.
remember about that?
Uh, so it was 2012, and only thing I remember is I was at my dad's house, and I received a text message from my cousin. Me personally, I was the protector of the family. Someone bothered one of the females inside of my family. Okay, called me. It gets taken care of.
Mhm.
When I looked at my cousin, her head was wrapped up, and my cousin told me that she almost died. Her boyfriend almost killed her. So
Oh
I
no.
wanted to go to Orlando and do bad things to him. Like,
Yeah.
no one knew that night that I actually had a gun on me, and my plans was to, take his life. But God saw different. I took a 2 hour nap. Well, I drank 2 cups of Kool-Aid and felt something pop in back of my right eye. Felt something pop in back of my left eye, and
Wow.
next thing you know, boom. Took a 2 hour nap. Woke up, couldn't see,
Oh
and
no.
like the next day, I ended up getting my eyesight back. Came home, and when I came home, I came to my dad's house, and then one day just woke up and felt like someone was trying to get out of the right side of my head, and had a banging headache. And next thing you know, went to Dr. David Dahlia.
Hmm.
He told my sister, um, if I would have gotten to him one day earlier, he would have saved my vision. And for me to go to Bascom Palmer, yeah, I went to Bascom Palmer. I had laser surgery on my eye probably twice, and they sat me down in the chair, told me, Mr. Aiken, I think you never see again, and that's that.
Oh man. How did you react at first? How did it feel?
I cried at first, um, and I was in disbelief, and I was just in shock because I'm like, I can't see, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? I fell into a deep depression. And if it wasn't for my brother Leroy, be honest with you, I'd probably still be in that deep depression still to the day. He came into my room every day for almost 2, 3 weeks and spoke to me and talked to me and just told me, you may be blind for a day, a year, 10 years, but one day you go see again. And him talking to me actually got my confidence back. And I just remember we was cleaning out my closet. He said, "You want to keep these pants?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Why?" I said, "Cuz that's my goal is to get back into those Levi's." So that was my goal. And one day, woke up in the morning, put those Levi's on, and I walked outside.
Oh,
And
wow.
my brother and my sister said, "Now that's my brother." And
He sounds like a great guy.
yeah, my brother Leroy, I'm gonna be honest with you, he's a great guy. And like anytime I need advice, I'll call any one of my brothers and sisters for advice. My brother Leroy, my brother Isaiah, my brother Jonathan, my sister Katavia, my sister Sabrina, um, my sister Alexis, my brother Tavares. I could call any one of my brothers. Got a lot of brothers and sisters, so but
Sounds like family's really important to you.
yeah, I'm gonna be honest with your family is very, very important to me.
And are they the ones that helped you, I guess, to realize that there is a way forward and that you can do it?
Uh, yeah, be honest with you, if it wasn't from my family, I'd probably be still lost right now.
Wow.
Even though my mother, she was blind for 7 years,
Mhm.
and I saw my mother do some spectacular things. Meaning, all of my brothers and sisters could tell you they saw a woman with no sight drive five speed a 5 speed Mustang, Boss 302 Mustang.
Wow.
She was in the driver's seat. I was in the passenger seat. I used to tell her, slow down, go speed up, go to the left, go to the right, smile, turn to the left, smile, wave. It's the police.
Wow. She sounds like one heck of a woman.
Be honest with you, my mother, she was full of life. And that's one reason why when she died, I took it so hard because it's like my mother, she used to love to laugh, love to dance, and I never saw my mother give up on anything. So when it comes towards me being blind, I always have a I always have an ace in the hole when it
Hmm.
comes towards blindness because I can always think about what my mother did
Yeah.
as a blind woman with a lot of children.
Well, it
And
sounds like her son is just as tough as she was.
I'm a tough person. Me going through what I've been through in life, a lot of people would say that I'm very, very tough. Me
Mhm.
personally, like I tell people, if I don't do it, who go do it?
Yep, you're right. Not me, then who? When you realized that you could do this, what did you do next?
I actually got everything right on dialysis with myself,
Hmm.
and because I was on dialysis, I got placed on dialysis, and when I got placed on dialysis, I had a plan. I was going to the Division of Blind Services in
Hmm.
Fort Lauderdale, Florida,
Hmm.
and I went to go see my counselor one day, and she told me about this school in
Hmm.
Daytona Beach, Florida, called Rehabilitation Center for the Blind and Disabled.
Hmm.
So that was my plans. That was the goal. So whole time on dialysis, that was my motivation getting there. So I ended up having a transplant on February 7th, 2015.
Hmm.
And for the past going on 11 years, I've been taking care of my transplant as a blind person by myself.
Hmm. Wow.
And Dr. George Burke did my transplant. I actually see him, actually have an appointment with him tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
And every time I see him, he tell me the same thing. He say, "Mr. Aiken, I don't know how you do it, but you're totally blind." And I know I got have patients that had a transplant that have 20/20 vision, and they end up back on dialysis within 6 months. And it's been almost 11 years for me, and I'm
Wow.
not back on dialysis. So he tell me all the time, like, "I'm proud of you, and just keep doing what you're doing."
You
So
take care of business.
oh yeah, like I tell anyone, I'm big on loyalty, and anyone that ever questions my loyalty, only thing I ever explain to them is this. had a transplant February 7th, 2015. 17 hours. I went up on the surgery at 7:30 a.m. With that being said, like I literally been loyal to myself because I told myself if I don't take care of myself, no one is gonna take care of myself. So that's the loyalty that I have for myself.
Got it.
And
That's really powerful. That
right.
really is. So what did you learn at Florida Blind Services? What kind of skills did you get to learn?
Um I learned how to use the computer, type on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
I learned about Braille. I
Mm-hmm.
learned assistive technology. I
Mm-hmm.
learned mobility training,
Mm-hmm.
and so I learned how to catch the I actually learned how to catch the bus system in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Wow.
By myself. I learned how to get around the mall by
Mm-hmm.
myself in Daytona.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot of stuff. And one of my mobility instructors is named Holly Eiler Ryan. She's on my Facebook page. And,
Mm-hmm.
her and a couple more of my instructors, Mr. Peter Sorolo, rest in peace. They always used to tell me all the time, you came here as a regular individual, you're leaving a leader.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, it's plenty of times someone told me they don't know how to do this, they don't know how to do that. We'll go up to my room and we'll practice.
Mm-hmm.
Because I felt like if I could get the grip and get the hip of blindness, anyone can get the grip and hip of blindness. Because I don't allow blindness to get me down.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I'll ask someone, you blind, right? Yeah. I say, okay, let me ask you a couple questions. They say, okay. I say, do you accept the fact that you're blind? If they say no, I tell them you have a lot of healing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And some people get mad at me.
Mm-hmm.
Some people they'll say, what you mean? I say, the day that you accept the fact that you're blind, this affect you the way that it affects you. You're going to get the grip of blindness. You're not gonna let blindness beat you. You're gonna get on top of blindness, and you're gonna make blindness look easy.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people tell me this, and it just make me laugh. They say, Clint, man, you really blind? I say, yeah, why? Man, because I could text you right now, and you text right back. I don't think you blind. And I'd be like, man, I'm blind. And a lot of my family, on my daddy's side, like they say, oh, he ain't blind.
Mm-hmm.
He faking. When Social Security find out he faking, they gonna mess him up. And it's funny to me because like I tell him, I say all the time, I say it ain't the fact that I'm faking. It's just that,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest with you, I adapted to being blind.
Yep.
And blindness is all about adapting to the fact that you can't see. But
Mm-hmm.
if you don't accept the fact that you can't see, blindness will kill you.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that happens to way too many people that it doesn't
Yeah,
need to happen to.
yeah. I know two people who actually blindness actually killed them.
Yeah, it's, you got the training and you have the attitude, you can do anything you want to do. And, so something that really stood out to me when we were talking earlier is you said that you actually prefer blindness to sight.
Yeah.
How does that work? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh, because when I was sighted, I never used to use my brain. Be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm a very smart person,
Mm-hmm.
very very smart person, but I never used to use my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, like don't get me wrong, like I used to use my brain, but
Mm-hmm.
like instead of me doing something the hard way, I
Mm-hmm.
do it the easy way.
Mm-hmm.
Now I wake up each and every morning, I have to do it the hard way each and every
Mm-hmm.
morning. Now I prefer it this way because it's like every time I do it the hard way, I get smarter.
Mm-hmm.
So every time I wake up in the morning and I have to go to the bathroom, I know exactly where to go. And a lot of people, they'll look at me and be like, how does he know where the bathroom at?
Mm-hmm.
But like I tell someone, it's muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, the brain, it's an organ.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like a muscle section of your brain that contains everything that you do. It's called muscle memory. So if I wake up in the morning and I go to the bathroom every day,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I could walk to the bathroom every day without being able to see. That's just like someone who has 20/20 vision. Wake up in the middle of the night. they walk to the bathroom with their eyes closed, but
Mm-hmm.
they don't realize that they're walking to the bathroom with their eyes closed.
Mm-hmm.
I say that's their muscle memory
Yeah.
taking effect.
Mm-hmm.
I say so. Me doing what I do as a blind person is actually compatible to someone who sleep and they walking.
That makes
It's
sense.
just, it's just that I'm awoke. I'm
Mm-hmm.
awake.
Yeah.
And with that being said, like I tell people all the time, with sight, I was wow, I was lost because I lost my mama
Mm-hmm.
and I was reckless.
Mm-hmm.
I was out of control.
Mm-hmm.
Clint, that's blind. I'm humble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm disciplined. I'm very dependable. I'm very reliable. Like my sister tell me all the time, if no one pick up their phone, I know you will pick up the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And she's right. If no one picks up the phone, I'm always gonna pick up the phone.
Yeah. You're the best version of you and becoming
Right.
even better.
My idea of about me, my philosophy on me liking the fact that I'm blind and
Mm-hmm.
over the fact that I can't see is okay. If I could see, I wouldn't go back to school.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be complacent with okay, cool, everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that I'm blind, I want to go back to Daytona so I can relearn how to do everything. I don't feel like I'm weird. I don't feel like it's I don't feel strange
Mm-hmm.
because I know if I want to be a massage therapist and a teacher for the blind,
Mm-hmm.
I have to go back to school. So I have to
Mm-hmm.
learn these things. So now until I get to Daytona, what I'm doing every morning I wake up, I take vitamin B12,
Mm-hmm.
I take vitamins that strengthen my brain.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I do get back to Daytona, it'll be easier. And another thing that I would advise anyone that goes to these training centers,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you learn, whatever you taught yourself, whenever you get to these training centers, act dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Act like you don't know anything. You gonna learn everything. Because when I got to that training center, I knew how to iron. I knew how to use my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I knew how to change the light bulb. I knew how to sweep. I knew how
Mm-hmm.
to mop.
Mm-hmm.
I knew how to wash clothes. I taught myself all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got to that center, I had to dump because I didn't want to say, "Oh, I know how to do this here, so I ain't gonna pay attention." No, I had to dump. So even though I knew how to do it, I incorporated everything they taught me with
Mm-hmm.
everything I taught myself, and that's why I'm a little more advanced than everyone else because I applied what the school taught me with what I taught myself,
Mm-hmm.
so I could stay sharper for myself.
I think we could all probably learn from that. Sighted, not sighted doesn't matter. If
Hmm.
we could actually all shut up and learn, that would probably really help everybody.
Yeah, understanding. Okay, cool. I haven't been to school in excuse me, I haven't been to school in 20 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
Let me relearn this stuff. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
it's some stuff that I need to relearn.
Mm-hmm. It's
And
hard to
when I
admit that to yourself sometimes.
right. And when I did go to college, when I went to Tallahassee Community College, when I was sighted, I I felt the college placement test. I felt that on purpose. So I could
Mm-hmm.
get put in remedial classes. So because I knew it had been years since I've been in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I never went to college. So
Mm-hmm.
when I got placed in remedial English, math, all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And within um, a semester and a half, I got kicked out of remedial classes
Mm-hmm.
because it got to the point where when I realized that I knew the stuff,
Mm-hmm.
my teacher actually used to call me up to the board and say, "We're gonna let Mr. Aiken teach this." And I used to say, "Why me?" I remember him telling me one day, he said, "Because you're the only person that finish your work within 15 minutes and it be right." And next thing you know, walked in class one day and he was smiling. He said, "Mr. Aiken, I got good news." I said, "What's going on?" He said, "You don't have this class anymore." I said, "I don't." He said, "No, you're too smart for this class." He said, "So we're putting you in advanced English or advanced math." And yeah, advanced math. I'm like, but
Awesome.
I didn't want advanced English or advanced math. I haven't I haven't been in high school in years. And he said, "Well, you're doing good in remedial English and remedial math, so we just bumped you up." And I said, "Okay." I I end up doing good inside those classes. I graduated from high school with like a 2.1 GPA, and in college I had a 3.7 GPA.
Hey, wow, that's a
And
huge improvement.
yeah, and one thing I can say, like I tell people now, college and high school is different. High school,
Hmm.
you're forced to go to high school. You're not
Yeah.
forced to go to college.
Hmm.
Once you realize that, okay, cool, you paying money to go to college, you don't have a choice but to get up and go to school.
Hmm.
So I didn't finish college because I ended up getting arrested.
Hmm.
And when I got arrested, again, that's when the side of me that's wild and reckless came out. And next thing you know, just ended up going blind. But I don't plan on letting blindness stop me. I plan on letting blindness know, listen, we in the boxing ring right now, and we go box it out. We go duke it out. And every time you hit me with a 1-2 combo, I'm gonna counter that with the overhand right, and you go stumble and say, "Whoa, he's serious." Yeah, I'm serious.
And you're going to
Uh,
win.
yeah, like I tell people all the time in the boxing ring with diabetes. I
Hmm.
knock diabetes out. I knock kidney failure out. I knock dialysis out. I knock high blood pressure out. I knock high cholesterol out. So blindness is just a heavyweight fight that I don't plan on giving up on.
So, what gets you out of bed every day now?
What gets me out of bed every day now,
Hmm.
the thought of me having to do something as a blind person, it's exciting to me. Now, the fact that I'm blind,
Hmm.
I wake up in the morning, I use my brain every minute, and it makes me smarter. And I
Hmm.
actually enjoy that because like the advantage of being having no sight to having sight is this. Wake up in the morning with sight, you look, you say, okay, cool, I'm gonna do that. Get
Hmm.
up and do it.
Hmm.
Me being blind,
Hmm.
I wake up in the morning, I thank God, I put music in my ears,
Hmm.
I listen to music, and I plan my day. I
Hmm.
say, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that.
Hmm.
I wake up, go to the bathroom, I start doing what I need to do. And when I start doing what I need to do, my muscle memory kicks in when I
Hmm.
have to literally like get up, wash dishes, wash clothes, take the trash out,
Hmm.
wash the car, vacuum the car out,
Hmm.
sweep the house, do
Hmm.
all this stuff. Then I have to go if I have to go to an appointment, because I live in Miami, go to
Hmm.
Fort Lauderdale by myself, catching the Uber, all that stuff. It's exciting to me because at the end of the day, I'm doing stuff. It's a lot of people with sight tell me this. They say, Clint, man, I don't see how you do it. But man, if I was blind, I wouldn't do the things you do. I say, why? Cause man, like, man, I man, if I go blind, man, I'm just gonna kill myself. And I
I
don't
hear
think
that a
like that.
lot.
I don't think that way. I even had an ex girlfriend who told me, she has vision problems right now, and she told me if she ever went blind, she's gonna sit in the corner all day.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's just this happens so much. And they don't have to do that.
Right,
There's so much you can do and you can be.
right.
I've learned that so much just doing these interviews. There's so many cool people out there that are walking the walk, talking the talk, and doing it. They're living their lives.
Hmm.
So, helping other people seems to bring you a ton of joy. Why is that important to you?
Because I'm not gonna say that I got the DNA or the scripture of blindness
Hmm.
down pat.
Hmm.
I just wake up in the morning and I do what I got to do. I live
Hmm.
life as a blind person. I know
Hmm.
it's someone out there that's struggling with the fact that they're losing their sight, lost their
Hmm.
sight, or they're about to lose their sight, or they're panicking about, oh man, like one day I'm gonna end up being blind. So
Hmm.
if I could help them cope with the fact that, no, you okay. If I could help them cope with the fact that, okay, cool, it's life after blindness,
Hmm.
and you know I'm doing a good job, because I used to think that me being successful was me having a lot of money, until one day I heard an interview with when Michelle Obama said,
Hmm.
being successful does not mean you having a lot of money. Being successful means how many people you can help. So
That's awesome.
ever since I heard that right there, I
Hmm.
started trying to help more people.
Hmm.
And
She's one of my idols. That woman is amazing.
yeah,
She
one of my
really is.
idols is her husband, Barack Obama. So
Hmm. Yeah, Barack is too. They are all that. And I love listening to him speak. And I love listening to her speak. They're just amazing. So, what do you think, about sighted people? What do you wish that they understood better?
us as blind people, we're regular people. It's just that we can't see. My biggest pet peeve with sighted people, and not all sighted people, is why stare at us? Like, I could be out walking. Why stare at me? If I look at you, you're not gonna go blind.
It's not
Oh,
contagious.
right. It's not contagious. If
Hmm.
I walk past you, you're not gonna go blind. Sighted people don't understand that we regular people. Even though we can't see, even though y'all use your eyes and we use a white cane or a guide dog to navigate a world that was designed for sighted people. Don't be afraid of us. Don't stare at us. Don't say that. Oh, we weird. Look at us and say, I'm proud of that person. They
Hmm.
not give it up, because I done met a lot of sighted people that told me out of their mouth, if they lost their sight, they gonna kill themselves.
Yeah, it's so sad. And since I've been doing this, I've become friends with a bunch of people who have vision issues, and one of my best friends is blind, and I didn't realize how amazing they were. And it's incredible. And I wish more people would actually interact with our blind brothers and sisters.
Yeah. And another thing is just another thing that bothers me is,
Mhm.
if you're in a relationship with a person that's visually impaired or blind,
Mhm.
especially a blind man, stop thinking, what can you do for me? What can this person do for me in a financial way? Because it's like, no, we can't drive. No, we can't see. But I guarantee you, if you sick, we're gonna get what you need. If you're hungry, we're gonna get in the kitchen. We're gonna cook for you. If we have a child, we're gonna take care of that child. If you're sad and depressed, we're gonna ask you, what's wrong with you. Only thing I care about is time. I don't
Yeah,
like it
I mean,
because,
relationships are tough.
right.
And you have to find the right one. And I
Hmm.
think that's sighted, not sighted anywhere around. So if somebody found that they're losing their vision or would be blind soon, what would you tell them? What would be your advice to them?
Surround yourself around people that's like you, and explain to your family what's going on. Explain to your family, I need you.
Hmm.
I need you to understand what's going on with me. Because without a support system, you're nothing.
Hmm.
I have a very good support system on my mother and my daddy's side. And one of my brothers and sisters, I could call them right now and ask them, can they do something for me, and they go do it. And one of my cousins, I could ask them, can they do something for me? Do it, they go do it. I got a couple friends right now. I could call them right now and say, hey man, I need this right here, and they go do it.
So just make sure you wrap yourself up in
Yeah,
support with the people around you that you care
yeah.
about.
And as far as blind people,
Hmm.
um, when I first came into the blind community, I was hanging around the wrong crowd.
Hmm.
And when I weeded myself out of the wrong crowd, I have a solid circle of blind friends
Hmm.
that basically we help each other.
Hmm. It
And
seems like the blind community is so strong, helping each other.
I'm I'm gonna keep it, 100 with you.
Hmm.
Typical blind person will will come on here and tell you, blind community is so strong.
Hmm.
Blind community is strong, but we so divided.
Hmm.
Because let's say for instance me, I'm very independent.
Hmm.
And if I meet someone that's not independent, like prime
Hmm.
example, I met this guy that lives in Poland,
Hmm.
inside of a blind group. He told
Hmm.
me he wants me to be his big brother.
Hmm.
And I signed up for that role. So I
Hmm.
gave him my number on WhatsApp. We
Hmm.
talk, and he tell me what he going through, and I tell him how to handle what he going through.
Hmm.
And because at the end of the day, I don't look down on him. But
Hmm.
it's a lot of blind people inside of the blind community that look down on people that's not independent,
Hmm.
that's not doing what they're doing.
Hmm.
It's a lot of people inside the blind community that literally look down on people. Like I preach this to blind people all the time. If
Mm-hmm.
we got on one accord
Mm-hmm.
and we step in sequence,
Mm-hmm.
our step could be heard all around the world.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
But
You're
if
right.
but if one blind person say, "Hey, look at me. Hey, I'm doing this," no one hears it.
Yep. Well,
But
that's
if
kind of why we're doing this series.
right,
Just trying to bring together so many people who are thriving, who are living their lives, and make people
mm-hmm,
realize that you're out there and you're doing it every single day.
mm-hmm.
So thank you so much for talking to me today, Clint. Thanks to everyone for watching this episode of eleVIVO's Thriving with Vision Loss. And if you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments what stood out to you. You can explore eleVIVO's free 6-month trial using the link in the description. And remember, vision loss doesn't mean loss of possibilities. Until next time, keep thriving and have the best day ever. This episode is dedicated to Clint Aiken's family, especially his mother, Evelyn Williams Lane, and his dad, Leroy Aiken, who are both blind and showed him by example how to live his life. Thanks for tuning in to our series, Thriving with Vision Loss. If you'd like to learn more about thriving with blindness or low vision, check out eleVIVO.com/#/free trial for a free 6-month membership for the first 1,000 people who sign up. If you'd like to be featured in an upcoming episode in our Thriving with Vision Loss series, email Michelle B at eleVIVO.com. That is MICHELLEB at ELEVIVO.com. The white letters on the black background fade as Circles by Classless Act plays.
Way to happy, nay, yeah.